Hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? Justin with California Grenadiers here again. Just got back from Hawaii and found this cool package on our front desk, front step. Actually, now my neighbor held it for me, but he was kind enough to send me a text message while we were in Hawaii saying, hey, there's a pretty big package in front of your house. Do you want me to hold it for you? I was like, sure, take it, sell it, whatever. I don't care. No, honestly, I'm excited about this, as many of you guys probably are as well. This is from Koni. My buddies over there, Aaron, Ron, sent me the front stabilizer, front shock stabilizer, steering stabilizer. I know that a lot of people are not fans of how the Grenadier rides from the factory. A lot of that has to do with the caster, the inability to really set the caster really good because of the pinion angle and the angle that applies to the drive shaft. A lot of people put on aftermarket shocks like Fox shocks, King shocks, I think there's Old Man Emu, different things like that that don't necessarily work. They aren't a solution to the problem. A steering stabilizer will not solve death wobble or bump steer or improve the handling, quote unquote, in that sense. But what it will do is improve the feel, the steering feel, the amount of I guess force that's applied to the tires will translate less or more depending on the setting of the shock, but it will not fix bump steer or death wobble. That does not fix that. That's just a band-aid. But a lot of the options out there, they require an aftermarket bracket. That's fine. There's no problem with that. They're very extravagant, which is nice. I'm all for extravagant. I love bling. I love like over-engineered stuff too. But it's just a steering stabilizer. I don't need it to do anything crazy. I just need it to be reliable and simple. And I also don't need it to go ding every time I hit a bump or when I'm off-roading and I hit a little rut or something. That's very annoying. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, that dinner bell. But you know, like the Fox shocks, they have a couple of iterations. They have like the single setting one, I think, and then they have like adjustable one, and then they got like the all the way through shock, which is really nice. Like very nice options, very cool adjustability. But most of us are just going to set it and forget it, unless you really, really, really like to dial your rig in. That shock isn't really like best for you. Something like this, or like an Old Man Emu, is probably best for you. Even the Kings, you know, they're really, really nice and they're blingy and they do the job and they do it really well. They're just blingy. I love bling too. I had Kings on my Jeep. But for this rig, I just need simple, straightforward, trustworthy. Don't want to worry about it. Set it, forget it. This, I don't even have to set it. It's just out of the box the way it is. So let's see what's in here. What's nice about this too is that it's going to match all of the Koni shocks that I have on the rig that I've been driving with for, I don't know, maybe 30,000 miles. This thing rides incredible on the road, off-road. I haven't even adjusted them or anything, but it will match those shocks. And I like that. I like being matchy-matchy. So if I did have Kings, I'd have a King stabilizer. If I had Foxes, I would have a Fox stabilizer. I don't like it when it's mismatched. So in the box there's a little thing of instructions, tells you how to adjust the length of it to install it depending on how your car is turned, I guess, but you should really have it straight. Looks like there's a little sticker in there too. Yeah, it's a little Koni sticker. Little Koni sticker. So that's fun. And then this is the shock. Step back a little bit. First impressions, I mean, it's very solid, well built, just like the suspension shocks. It has like these big, thick rubber bushings with big, thick steel bushings inside the clevises, or whatever you call it, the shock mounting points. kind of painted over the urethane. That's okay, that'll crack off and go away over time. Seems like maybe inch and 75, inch and 3/4 to 2 inch body. Again, doesn't need to be crazy big or anything. It's just helping to control the steering to reduce the feedback in the steering wheel. But really what's cool is this, because that's plastic. On the Koni shocks, suspension shocks, it's metal on purpose for strength. On this, it's plastic. On the factory one, it's metal. So every time that you hit a bump and the steering kind of vibrates a little bit, ding, 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 no more dinner bell. So I'm stoked about that. And it doesn't have much to protect, you know. Kind of feel this stiffness. It should be the same both ways because it's a steering shock. So the rebound and compression, if you will, so that it has consistent feel throughout the stroke of the shock. Feels consistent. I don't really recall offhand what the factory shock feels like, but I'll see what that feels like when I take that off and install this. But yeah, I just wanted to pull this out of the box and give you guys kind of a closer look at it. It has a label on it, you know, like product number, all that stuff. Holland. That's another cool thing about these Koni shocks because of the Euro background. This is a Euro car, so it's kind of neat that they are making these offerings for these rigs. It'll be interesting to see if they make any like bigger shocks or more tunable shocks or something like that, like higher series shocks. But to tell you the truth, I'm absolutely satisfied with these shocks. I mean, more than satisfied. Super comfy, durable, strong. Don't have to worry about them leaking or anything or having to rebuild them. I mean, by the time that you would need a rebuild or new shocks, I mean, it's not really a problem. I love rebuildable shocks, but these, like, they're probably going to last as long as this car lasts. If they do ever go bad, I'm sure they'd help me out in some way, send me some new shocks. But we're going to test this out, throw this on. I'll get an install video up. I mean, I don't know if I really need to do that. You just unbolt the side on the tie rod, and then the axle side where it connects. It's just 2 bolts. But we'll see. I'll check it out. But just wanted to give you guys a up close look. So there you go. The new Koni steering stabilizer from Koni Shocks, made in Holland. Very cool stuff. So let me know what you guys think, what you guys are running, thoughts, plans, etc. Drop a comment in the comments section below, and future video I'll let you guys know how this thing helps with the steering feel. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.